You've probably seen this video making the rounds. A lot of people were upset about the tricep kickback. In this video, I'm going to explain some slightly more advanced training considerations, but hopefully by the end, you'll understand why movements like the tricep kickback suck. This was actually introduced to me by a mentor called Nick Tominello. If you want to look him up, he's one of the best personal trainers on the planet. As a muscle reaches its most fully contracted state, it loses the ability to produce force, which means in that fully shortened range at contraction, that is when a muscle is at its weakest. A couple of exercises examples where you may have noticed this happening are pushing a set of cable rows to failure and you get to the last rep and you just can't get the elbows back any further, or even pull-ups where you can do the first 2/3 of the rep but you can't get to that fully contracted position. Now you understand a muscle reaching its absolute peak contraction is actually at its weakest point. Now the next thing, the further away a weight gets from the joint that it's influencing, the heavier that weight feels. A very easy example to demonstrate this is doing lateral raises with the elbow bent versus doing lateral raises with the weight all the way out. Which one of those do you think feels heavier? Exactly, the one where the dumbbell's further away because it's putting a lot more torque through the shoulder joint. Now let's dissect everybody's beloved kickback. First of all, I'm already starting halfway through the range of motion of the tricep. And I can't start here because this will generate enough momentum to just swing all the way back. So here you can see the weight is stacked under my elbow joint, which means the muscle crossing that joint, aka the triceps, is not currently under any load. However, when I push this dumbbell back, now I'm feeling a lot of load going through the triceps. Also have to remember that the force of dumbbells is straight down due to gravity. So when I kick back here, the force is straight down away from the elbow joint. The only problem here is that as my tricep reaches that weakest point in its fully contracted state, that is where the dumbbell is feeling its absolute heaviest. Once again, mid-range of the tricep, no tension, moving into the fully shortened range of the tricep with peak tension. So this exercise is a great example of where the resistance profile of an exercise does not match the strength curve of a muscle. Now, if you're a die-hard kickback fan, then using a cable might be a better option, because at least from here, we're generating force right from the beginning all the way through to that contracted state. In addition to this, the line of pull from the cable actually drops off as we reach that contracted state. This means that the weight actually feels lighter as we get towards that contracted point. So now we have a very good match between the resistance curve of the exercise and the strength curve of the muscle. Or we can save you all of that setup and do a standing cable pushdown, which influences the tricep the same way as doing the kickback on a cable.